This morning we're going to do some motions with arms and torso strength and breath. And usually we'll cue it, but at any point, if our arms are out or up or back, and that just doesn't work for one or both of your arms, you can drop your elbows, bring it in, just find that space. My teacher calls it that edge between ease and work, just that real line where you're offering your body some effort, but never to the point of pain or discomfort. That's for physical therapy and maybe sometimes exercising. But for yoga, we really wanted to spend that space in breath. And the movement is sort of extra. So if you're at peace in your breath, then that's yoga. And so whatever your body is calling for in the movement is perfect. So I invite you to come into your yoga space. And for you, that might mean closing your eyes or looking at the space down ahead of you where you have ease in your neck. So not dropping the chin or not looking up, but just a face in neutral, closing the eyes. And if it's accessible, breathing in and out through the nose. That slows our breath, eases parasympathetic nerve. If it's not accessible to you for environmental conditions or you're not feeling well, then you can gently open the lips, just sort of an opening in the lips, and gently let the air come in and out. And give yourself a moment to turn this space, your living room, your kitchen, a den, wherever you are, into your yoga space. Recognizing sounds, temperature, feel under your feet, under your seat, but claiming that as yoga space as you breathe. Lists can wait. The day can be on hold for the next 30 minutes or so. And breathe. Gently bringing the shoulders up toward the jaw, toward the ears, nice and slow. Just sort of notice your range. And then gently lower them back down. Again, we'll add a little breath to that. So as you inhale, lift, notice how the sides of your ribs feel, sort of an effort to lift past a normal, and exhale, slowly lower them down. And maybe reach a little past normal with the elbows. One more time. Inhaling, slow, deep inhale, reaching with the shoulders toward the ears. And exhale, slow exhale, reaching with the elbows. Good. You can keep your eyes closed if you'd like. We're going to inhale, and this time, as if you're opening the chest and bringing the shoulder blades together, keeping the elbows in the same spot. So almost if the elbows were going to touch and the shoulders were going to touch. Inhale, just open the heart. And then exhale, belly to spine, just to draw in the core body. We're going to cross the arms one over the other so that we're bringing the shoulders toward one another in the front. But breathe into that space between the shoulder blades. Inhale, slide and open. Maybe your heart reaches forward a little. It might be a natural back bend, that's okay. Exhale, belly to spine first, in case we were in a little back bend. Maybe the opposite arm on top. Exhale. Once more, let's add the head if you'd like. Just an inhale, gentle chin up, just gentle. And exhale, kind of bring those arms toward one another and drop the chin gently. Once more like that. Inhale, elbows, shoulders back, heart forward, little look up. And exhale, belly to spine, arms come toward, across, drop the head. Good. Now we're going to add, inhale, except open the arms, keeping the elbows toward the body, opening the palms toward the front, back of the fingers toward the back. Inhale. And as we exhale, let's try bringing the hands in, elbows out, hands in toward the hips, palms toward the back. Tuck the head. You're welcome to peek if your eyes are closed so you can see what I'm doing. Inhale, elbows back to ribs, back of fingers toward the back, look up. And exhale, belly to spine, fingertips toward hips, reaching the back of the elbows front. We're going to hold that this time. So inhale, elbows kind of tucked, reaching the back of the fingers back, heart forward, breathe, pause here. Notice your jaw. Try not to grip in your toes. And take some deep breaths here through the nose if you can. And just notice your belly, your ribs, your heart space as you inhale and exhale. Let the jaw go, breathe. Good, big inhale. And now exhale, belly to spine, elbows kind of reach out to the side, rotate those hands through, drop the chin, and reaching with an open palm kind of back behind you as if you were pushing something away from behind you. We're just trying to open up the shoulders, sort of get into the shoulders. Again, if this bothers you at all, stop, drop your elbows, anything that you find that edge for you. Breathe. Maybe reach the mid-back back a little bit, open up that space between the shoulder blades. And again, deep breaths here, notice. Notice what feels a little compressed. Just spend some time there in deep breath and exhale. Good, big inhale. Exhale, belly to spine first, and then kind of lifting the torso up from the center, up through the shoulders, back of the hands to the knees, palms up. And just sit and think about it for a moment. Just notice the energy in the shoulders, belly, jaw maybe, and breathe. Very nice. We'll inhale and exhale with our hands. So as you inhale, open the hands really wide, stretch the top of the wrists forward. And exhale, keeping the hands open, we're going to bring the fingertips toward, like pointing toward the shoulders. Inhale, active hands, reaching through the fingertips, reaching through the end of the wrists. Exhale, active reach, bringing the fingertips, sort of curving them back toward the shoulders. Once more.
Ella.
And exhale. Very nice. Hands down by the side. Roll the wrists. Shake it out a little bit. Inhale, sweep up. Maybe look up. And exhale down. Once more, big inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Very nice. Let's wake up the feet a little bit. I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see me. We're going to wake up the feet and the torso. So with the heels under the knees, we're going to come up to the back of the toes. See feet very well. And down. Good. Up. Inhale down. Kind of take a breath on the inhale down. Exhale up. And you sort of squeeze into the torso. Squeeze everything in together. Inhale down, exhale. These ankle pumps are just great to do if you're sitting watching TV, whether your feet are on the ground or on the couch. Really reaching the heels up and it stretching into finding space in the front of the feet. So important for the flexibility of our feet. And down. Good. So we have them awake because they're our foundation. Hands outstretched forward. Let's actually do palms down, just sort of get this motion. Nice tall spines if you're being sort of picked up from the hips, up through the shoulders, up through the top of the head, lifted. Good. We're going to reach the fingertips forward. Inhale, as if you're sliding a piece of paper across a counter. Exhale, draw it back, keeping the arms straight and the back straight. Draw that belly into the spine. Exhale. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, nice and slow. Draw it back, bring that core belly in. Good. Notice your shoulders aren't creeping up to your ears because you're thinking about it a lot. Inhale, slide it out. Exhale, bring it in. Again, inhale, ease in the face. Exhale, come back. Good. And we're going to pause and reach. So come out. Maybe find the edge, maybe a little more forward. Draw that belly in, even though we're reaching out, just to support the torso. If this doesn't feel great, back it up a little bit. Breathe. So strong. Breathe. Good. Big inhale. Exhale, belly to spine, bringing the core body is what brings you back. And lower the arms. Very nice. Do a little side motion. So the front of your chair, we're going to open the feet up nice and wide, maybe wider than the feet of the chair. Take a little sip here. Nice wide stance. We want the knees to stay out over the ankles. So if your ankle and knees are falling in, just heel toe the feet in a little bit so that we can keep the knees over the ankles. Nice tall spine, so presence in the seat. Again, we sit a lot. Change your legs, change your hips. So we're not this or crossed all the time. Open them up. Nobody cares. No one's watching. It's better for the hips not to be so frozen in the same spot all the time and really reaching the knees out to the side. Very nice. Let's sweep the arms up. Nice tall spine. Big breath. Exhale down. Keeping those knees out. Again, inhale up. Exhale down. Good. Wrist to knee. I'm going to sweep the arm up. Inhale. And as we exhale, belly to spine, and think of just sort of zipping the spine up on the exhale to come back up. Inhale, open that side body. Exhale, reaching with the fingers, engaging the whole spine. This is where we try to avoid that low back pinch. We're using our whole torso. Inhale. Exhale. And if this is a big challenge, you have a back or hip problems, use your hand. Use that lower hand. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to stay for a moment here on this side. If you'd like to really engage your core, you can lift that lower hand and just drop it down or float it out or cross it over. And if this upper hand is too much, drop it down. We're thinking about the ribs anyway. And breathe. Ease in the face, keeping the knees open. Good. Big inhale. Exhale. Core strength, reaching with the hand back to center. Nice. Other side, just a gentle pause here, and feel free to use the palm if that's better for you. Inhale over. Same core strength, same reaching with the fingers, back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Core strength, reaching actively up through the whole arm. trying to engage the whole body, not just straining the low back to bring you back. If you'd like to do this with your eyes closed, we're nice and seated. It's a good brain activity, this sort of crossing the midline in a safe way. Good, and let's hold, so breathe. Again, you can engage your core a little bit more by removing that lower hand support if you'd like. Breathe. Ease in the jaw, ease in the feet. Thinking about that space between the ribs and the hip. Just notice your breath. Good, big inhale. Exhale, core strength, reach, reach, reach. And down. Nice, palms up. Knees are still out, but relax the seat. If you're gripping, relax the feet and breathe. Very nice. Walk the feet in for just a minute. Give those hips and glutes a little bit of a break. Let's clasp the hands. And inhale, stretching the palms out toward me. Big inhale. Exhale, back of the knuckles toward the chest. Inhale, sort of up 45 degrees. Just so you can see under your hands. Exhale. And we're going to go straight up. Open your hands if this bothers your shoulders at all. Inhale, up. You can open your hands or not go up so high. Exhale, back down. Inhale, 45. Look under your thumbs. Exhale. Inhale, straight out. Exhale. Now look at your hands. And whatever thumb is on top, switch. Unless your wrist or thumb doesn't like this, then go back to your way. But we like to switch it up a little bit. So that sequence again. Inhale, really reaching with the palms so the back of the fingers are getting a little space. Exhale. Inhale, 45. Nice straight back. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Big reach. Exhale. Inhale, 45. Exhale. Inhale, straight. Exhale. Very nice. A little shoulder roll. I do want to get up just for a bit. So we're going to come up out of our chair. Always opportunity for strength building. Slide your feet under your knees as possible. You can always have a prop, and then you do the practicing once you get up safely. We want to hinge at the hip, keep a nice straight back, shoulders back, elbows back, or reaching forward, whatever works for you, but try to keep the elbows back so that the back stays straight. Hinging at the hip, and we're going to use our breath. So inhaling, sort of powering it up, and as we exhale, draw that body in and zipping it up again, just like we do, but straight through the top of the head toward the sky. So inhale, push the ground away, exhale, strength to standing. Inhale, soften and lower. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale. Exhale. Once more. Let's just pause here for a moment to show ourselves how strong we are. Breathe. Easy face. Try not to grip with the toes. Breathe. Very nice. Inhale. Exhale, push the ground away. Come to standing. Lovely. I have my chair nearby. We're just going to do a full body wake up. So opening the feet, kind of a star pose. Opening the feet, the toes in a way that's comfortable for your knees. So it doesn't, I'm not saying forward or out to the side, whatever is kind of natural for your knees. We're going to reach the arms out the same. And taking up space. If you find yourself leaning forward or that hurts your back, do a little tiny tail tuck, just a little one, to support your low back. very active. We're pushing the ground down and out. We're reaching through those fingers as if our shoulders, we're gonna reach through our fingertips. So strong, breathe, breathe, breathe. So strong. They say if you have a hard decision to make, or you're going to do something difficult, you should do this for about 5 to 10 breaths. Just wakes up our strength and energy. Breathe. Good. Big inhale. And exhale, release. Shake out the shoulders. Little hip movement. Very nice. Bringing the feet together. Chair nearby for what we're going to do. Those are going to be coming up to one leg. Hands by the shoulders. So the chair is here for you all the time or just touching when you need it. If you ever feel unsteady, this you could also do with your back against the wall. So first we're going to inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And I think I'm going to switch that breath next time. Planting into the left foot. Inhale, then exhale, draw the right knee up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. No, that's what we're going to do. All right, so inhale, exhale. Draw that center of the body in and toward its knees toward leg. Inhale, exhale. Always have one hand on the chair, totally fine. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Very nice. Now arms out to the side, a little more balance. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Hold, breathe, breathe. Good. Inhale and down. Nice. Other side, planting into the right foot. Inhale, just getting with our foot. Inhale, exhale. This side might be different. Your right leg might not be as strong a foundation. That's okay. That's what the chair's for. You're still engaging your core body if balance or strength is an issue with the leg. Drawing it in as you exhale. Inhale, exhale. Very nice. Hands up. So we have inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Draw that belly in and up. Draw the leg, knee up to your capacity. That could be maybe for you today, bending the knee, but engage the core. Good. And hold, breathe. Nice. Inhale, exhale. In, out. In, exhale. Good. And hold, breathe. Happy yoga face. And down. Very nice. Pedal out the legs. For another core challenge, we're going to step the right foot forward. Just put a little bend in the right knee. And we're reaching forward with the left hip point. So kind of opening up that hip flexor a bit. Nice and steady here because we're going to be moving. So you really want to be steady in your feet. If you'd like to heel toe your right foot out to put yourself on some train tracks instead of a tightrope, that's good. We want a nice, good, nice strong foundation. The inhale, sweep the arms up. That feels good. Exhale down. Inhale up, big stretch. Exhale down. Now the strength part. So reaching for the sky. Nice, tall, long spine. We keep our shoulders back and hinging as if you're tucking that right hip in. We're going to bring the heart forward. And again, you can have your hands at your side. Your hands at your back feel good. Totally fine. Whatever feels good. I'm actually doing behind my back. That feels better for me. I'm going to reach the heart forward. This is about the core. Head is in neutral, so not straining your neck, not tucking down, but just nice straight back, bending at the right hip crease. So we're making a line here from the top of your head down to your heel. Breathe. Notice your feet. Soft face, shoulders back. Breathe. You can have your fingertips on your chair as we come up, but when we come up, we're going to stay here first. We're going to inhale here, and just like we do coming out of the chair, inhale. As we exhale, belly to spine, kind of feel that strength rising up through the torso, head to the sky. Good. One more time. Inhale. Exhale slowly down. Breathe. Find that space between ease and too much work. Ground into the feet. Breathe. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Belly to spine. Strength through the top of the head. Lower the arms from wherever they are and step forward. Very nice. Breathe. This yoga pause, this Tadasana, a little mini Shavasana, which is yoga rest, just kind of lets you take it all in. The movement, the energy, a little recovery, sense of balance. Breathe. Peace in the shoulders and face. Very nice. Switching to the other side. So I need a little step forward and a step back. Find your comfortable pace here as far as a stride. Heel toeing that left foot out to the side if that's better. Bend in the knee, bend in the left knee. Find your balance. And let's sweep the arms out and up. And exhale. Grounding in, kind of loosening the toes. So thinking about the base of the feet, not gripping with the toes. And once more, big inhale. And exhale, nice. Arms up, or back, or out, or at your chest. Inhale. And then exhale, kind of feeling that tuck at the left hip. I'm going to put my arms again behind me. Just kind of feels nice on my shoulders. Head is in neutral, not looking up, not tucked. And reaching the heart over the left leg. Finding that line from the bottom of your back heel, your right heel, up your spine to the top of your head. Breathe. Good. Inhale. Then bring it in. Exhale. Draw in the torso. Head for the sky. Very nice. Inhale. Nice inhale. Exhale, belly to spine, bringing us over nice and strong. Find your pause point and breathe. Allow yourself to breathe. Soft face. Notice the toes if they're gripping. Stay in your feet. Breathe. Nice. Big inhale. Exhale, belly to spine, draw the body up, release the arms, and step forward. Nice job. Tadasana. Maybe close the eyes. And just notice that breath, all that energy you've created. Notice the hips, the knees, feet. Roll the wrists, piano the fingers. Big sweep, inhale up, maybe look up. Open mouth, exhale. There it is. We're gonna come back to our chair. Always coming down nice and slow. Good strength. Hands can be at the heart, behind you. If your legs aren't up to it, that's okay. We're gonna come down nice and slowly, thinking about our ankles, our knees, and our hips. Shoulders are back, and thinking about those pivot points. If you come too far forward, you're in your toes, you're gripping, you wanna sit your seat back. If you're too far back and your toes are coming up, you wanna bend your knees, reach your heart a little bit more over the toes. Come down slowly. And sit. Very nice. We're gonna do a gentle forward fold as sort of our last thing before Shavasana. If you have eye pressure or blood pressure issues, you want your head to stay above your heart. So instead of a full forward fold, cross your arms, rest them on your elbows, and then you can drop your head. So that is a great forward fold. You're breathing into your lower back. Your lower back is in flexion. So you're breathing there. If you'd like, you can open your arms outside of your knees. Your knees are a little more open, lower down, and then your shoulders kind of stop you there. Again, breathing into your low back. Here you can let the head hang. If you'd like more of an inversion, you can bring the arms inside the knees and drop the head down. You can hold the ankles or calves or cross the arms, whatever feels nice for you. We'll just be here for just a little over a minute. If at any point you're uncomfortable, gently put your palms on the top of your knees, breathe, and with your eyes open, just slowly push yourself back up, bringing your belly into spine. Just allow yourself to be in this forward fold. Listen to your breath. Ease in the jaw, heavy shoulders, heavy knees, sinking into your support. Noticing your breath, maybe it's slowed a little. Notice the compression maybe in the belly or in the ribs, against the legs. Just take a couple of full deep breaths here before we come up, but just a full deep breaths, inhaling and exhaling, and notice. And then after that last big exhale, keeping the torso right where it is, head where it is, ease in the face. We're going to plant the palms at the top of the knees. Eyes are open. Breath is just even and soft. We're going to support the body as we come up. Maybe for you, that's a gentle roll up. Maybe you prefer to keep your shoulders back and press up with a straight back. Low back is the boss here. Eyes are open. And then once we come back to seated, palms up, ease in the jaw. Breathe. Our Shavasana, our yoga rest, can always be continued if you do this practice on your own, extending it out as long as you'd like. But presence in the breath and appreciation for our bodies and what they can do in this moment. Fingertips together, palms open, in a bit of a meditative breath. So imagining maybe the air, your breath kind of swirling around inside between your hands. Nice, and palms together, fingertips together. Inhale, fingertips to sky. Exhale, thumbs to the heart. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste, everyone.